The next award we'll see will be the Public Service Award.
Established in 1986, the AIAA Public Service Award honors a person who has demonstrated sustained visible support for aviation and space goals. Recipients are often widely known outside of the aerospace community. Previous winners include Gene Roddenberry, Senator Barbara Mikulski, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Congressman Ralph Hall, and Kay Ivey, then Lieutenant Governor of the state of Alabama. This year, the award honors former NASA Administrator Major General Charles F. Bolden, Jr., United States Marine Corps retired, for his outstanding service and leadership to our nation's space program, advancing its economic competitiveness and ensuring the nation's security. General Bolden has had a remarkable career in public service. A graduate of the United States Naval Academy, he was a Marine Corps aviator who flew more than 100 combat missions in the Vietnam War, a test pilot attached to the Naval Air Test Center's Systems Engineering and Strike Aircraft Test Directorates, and an astronaut, piloting 2 space shuttle missions and commanding 2 more, including the mission that deployed the Hubble Space Telescope. He also served as Deputy Commandant of Midshipmen at the United States Naval Academy, the Commanding General of the 1st Marine Expeditionary Force assigned to Operation Desert Thunder in Kuwait, Deputy Commander of U.S. Forces in Japan, Commanding General of the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing in San Diego, California, and as the 12th Administrator of NASA from 2009 until early 2017 under President Barack Obama.
People frequently ask about, what do you remember the most? What was the most exciting thing or stuff like that, expecting me to go right to space, and I don't. I actually returned to the incredible 34 years I had as a Marine. Among the most exciting memories that I have from the Marine Corps is the first time I did a pinnacle landing in a CH-46. A CH-46 is a tandem-rotored helicopter. I'm not a helicopter pilot, but I love helicopters and learned how to fly them. And a pinnacle landing is when you go out and you either take the nose wheel, it's usually a big precipice or a peak of a mountain or something, and you either take the nose wheel and you put it somewhere close to that so that something can happen back in the back, or you put the rear mounts on the pinnacle so that Marines can disembark and go out the back. And I learned the critical importance of teamwork, because in a crewed helicopter in the Marine Corps, the critical person is the crew chief. And that's a young Marine, male or female, probably 19, 20 years old, who's sticking their head out the back and saying right, left, come down, come down, come down, and telling you where to fly that helicopter because you can't see. When you talk about spaceflight, being teamed with Sergei Krikalev and Vladimir Titov, 2 Russian cosmonauts, bringing their families to Houston, to a foreign land, a foreign environment, a different culture than they knew, and over a 2-year period of time living and working with them and trying to help them understand our culture and understand a little bit about theirs as much as we could, but through them from a distance. Public service to me has always been something that was critically important. I grew up in Columbia, South Carolina. My wife and I both did, and we were fortunate to have 2 sets of parents who were public service. They were school teachers, the height of public service. It was really drilled into us the critical importance of being willing to give of your time to benefit others. Every young person in this country should have an opportunity, if not be made, to do some type of public service before they get out on their own and decide that they're going to start focusing on what's good for them. I just think when you have an opportunity to serve humanity, to serve your fellow human beings first, and understand the challenges that other people go through, it makes you a better person. And I think it changes your perspective on how you make decisions that are going to impact you in your life.
So it's with great pleasure and delight that I invite our 2017 AIAA Public Service Award winner, Charlie Bolden, Marine, astronaut, recent NASA administrator, to the stage.
Thanks so very much. Thank you. I could, thanks very much. Thank you. Let me start, but thank you. Let me start by congratulating the 2017 class of fellows. Incredible accomplishment. My fellow award winners tonight. I want to congratulate you also, and a special debt of appreciation to the teachers being recognized tonight. It was mentioned in my video. The person who has kind of swung on my arm now for almost 49 years, Jackie Bolden, my wife over here. She and I are both the proud products of public school teachers from Columbia, South Carolina. I also want to commend AAA for another thing. I'm a counter. I'm not very good at it, but by my count, about 1/4 of the fellows inducted tonight were women. And while that's good, that ain't good enough. So I would hope that as we come out in subsequent years, that number will continue to go up. I'm going to spend my rest of my minute and a half because I want to thank people. First of all, Robert Lightfoot and Lisa Rowe, who are running America's space program right now. Absolutely incredible leaders. They're great engineers and scientists or whatever they claim to be, but I commend them for their leadership ability. NASA's in great hands now, and I tell people all the time when they say, who should be the next NASA administrator? I said, it ought to be Robert, but I don't want to poison the well, so I don't say that to very many people, but I think they're doing an incredible job. Jaewon Shin, who is here. Jaewon took us to heights in aeronautics where we tried to restore the field of the big A to NASA. And I think we were able to do that under Jaewon's leadership. And I want to thank another group in NASA that never gets mentioned, and it was alluded to in my comments in the video about the incredible experience of working with Sergei and Vladimir and getting ready for my last space mission, and that's the Office of International and Interagency Relations. I renamed it, and I can never remember what the OIIR stands for, but Mike O'Brien, Obi, who served both for Mike Griffin and me, absolutely incredible diplomat, if you will, taught me a lot about working with international partners, and now Al Condis, who is following him. And then the final person I'm going to appreciate you will recognize later on is Bill Gerstenmaier, who is just awesome. Absolutely awesome. And he is so because he's married to Marcia. So whoever Marcia had married would have been Bill Gerstenmaier. But since Bill married her, he gets the credit. I just want to thank you all so much for this recognition. I could have named tons of other people, but my NASA, my Marine Corps families, and my birth family, thanks so much to all who do what they do, and thanks to every one of you in this room for what you have done. Thank you.